Okay, I'm not sure if my mic has been on, so hopefully we caught the intro. If we didn't, again, this reading is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mars. Just a general energy check-in as we approach the winter solstice. See what we get. Snake. Just getting right into it. You can find, if you want more information, you can find everything in the description box. Just gonna jump right in. Firefly. Okay. And Panther right away. And Spirit's saying one more. So let's see what else. They're saying look at the bottom of the deck. And it's the Phoenix. All right. Yeah. Okay. Well, that is some tough energy. As I was saying, the snake is kind of, the Aurora Boreas, and it eats its own tail. It's a shedding. It's a transformative, action. The shake sheds its skin in order to be kind of reborn anew. But within the Aurora Boreas, which is the continuous motion of kind of infinity, if you will, you have all of the colors of the chakras there. It's so beautiful. And then it's interesting because next to it you have this firefly, which is, it's, phospholuminescence. I can't speak. It's late. I'm tired. But it, basically it's able to light itself, right, in the dark. It is its own light. It's kind of, it's like a mini hermit card, if you will, shining its own light in the dark. And it's interesting because you have that snake, which also contains all of those chakra energies within it. And then you have that solar plexus, the yellow, and the sacral, the sacral chakra energies, the yellow and the orange. But then you have a bit of the other chakras still balancing out. So it's like the snake that kind of transforms itself and then shines the light out. But then we have the panther. The panther, that's a pretty menacing creature. And you see the yellow of the solar plexus chakra, like that fire energy, right? But you also have that green of the heart chakra in there. So could be something to do with something around love, fighting for something. But it seems like it's definitely kind of a war energy, maybe between the heart and I think the gut is, we call our second brain, so it can be kind of heart and mind. But and then we have this phoenix, which is beautiful because it's rising from the ashes, and this dark of the panther next to this rising up of this glorious creature, which is again all about transformation, right? We start and we end with transformation. In the middle, there's a lot of like having to shine your own light, having to be your own light, and having this light within you that you're trying to impress upon the world. And as a firefly, you're just this little creature, and as a panther, you're a big predator. But perhaps it's like you're not being recognized, and it's kind of a juxtaposition of these two energies, right? But then who can ignore the phoenix, right? When the phoenix rises from the ashes. So I feel like you're in this process of like shedding old skin, having to kind of find your own path, light your own trail, maybe not quite being recognized yet as, as this powerful creature that you are, because the light is kind of within you, but then from the ashes you rise. So again, really beautiful transformative energy. And it's interesting because Sagittarius just got some really beautiful transformative energy as well. And I think that I'm going to see a lot of that. I think we're all going to see a lot of that in these next few months, and as we have been seeing over the last few months, astrologically, especially with Neptune going direct and Jupiter going direct. but with Mars still in retrograde, it's kind of a frustrating, and you're very Mars powered, sign. You're Saturn, but you're also Mars, and then it's because you work hard to get to where you are, and that retrograde might really affect feeling like you're shining this light, like, but why isn't anyone seeing like this this powerful creature that I am? But they will, so I wouldn't be concerned. Now we're gonna just get a couple of cards to kind of clarify these from the L key. It's she who, but it doesn't matter, they who, he who, take it for just non-gender specific, Thank you, Spirit. She who creates, creativity, originality, spontaneity. And so in Capricorn, as someone that, again, Saturn ruled, which kind of rules law and order and institutions and big business and that sort of thing, I think you're finding kind of in this Phoenix energy, this creative side of you, also in this Firefly energy of having to light your own way, and also with, the shedding of the old skin and creating a new. So that's really cool. Let's see what else comes out here. Thank you. She who enfolds. Swarth, embrace, self-care. Yeah. And I mean, it's kind of interesting because it's like the snake, it is it's eating its own tail. It goes on and it sheds its skin. But with all of that beautiful chakra energy in the middle, that is self-care. That is, that is being able to maintain preserve your own self within, which then helps you later on. And at the bottom of the deck, we said check at the bottom of the deck, it's she who brings light. And what do we have? We have that firefly, we have that panther with the light in its eyes, and we have the phoenix, which is literally fire rising from the ashes, the firebird. So light, serenity, beacon. So, I mean, we couldn't have cards that matched up more perfectly. So, again, in this transformative process, and I'm seeing feathers here, I'm seeing feathers here, and so, Sagittarius got this as well, so you might be dealing with a Sagittarius, or you might have a lot of Sag in your chart, but, look out for feathers in your path, because, and you have the feathers here on the wings of the phoenix, and obviously the firefly has wings, so, just know that if you see feathers, in your path, that or, specific birds that might be special to you, that that your guides are with you and you're on your right path. Let's see. Just gonna grab from the Infinity Oracle now. Get a couple of more messages. These are pretty clear and straightforward. For Capricorn, please, for Capricorn. It's also, I'm just looking, it's interesting how it's like front-facing, semi-profile, like not looking back towards the past, right? Shedding the skin, transforming, rising from the ashes, not looking back. That's also something that's came to my attention, and I think it's really interesting to note. And, in the past, it's like, yes, she creates, but she's also the most done up of all of these characters, and each one is less and less done up, less and less, like more and more of their natural self shining through, to the point where in this last card she's basically naked with the feathers, and no makeup, and so there's something about when you shed this skin. It might have been skin that you felt like you had to wear for a long period of time. That, yeah, I'm getting strongly a message of that you kind of felt like the skin you were wearing wasn't necessarily really you. but you felt like you had to wear it, right? It was something that you created. It was your persona. It was how people saw you, how people viewed you. And, then having to move into this kind of firefly, into panther energy, it's like you're slowly letting your own light you're letting yourself be small to let yourself be big again. And then when you emerge, fresh from the ashes, it's like the real you who was underneath all the time is coming forth. And no one, I think that no one likes fake. Everyone likes real. And so as much as people might have liked, you might be incredibly popular, you might be head of your company, or you might be someone that's got 1 million followers on whatever, or but there's nothing more beautiful than not being afraid to be just who you are. And sometimes it leaves a blank slate, for you to then create from there, things that are more aligned with who you are. And who you are will never be distasteful to those who should be in your soul tribe or on your path. If people get fooled by the outside and never care about the inside, then those aren't people you want around you anyway, are they? I don't anyway. Ooh, apology. Okay, apology. I don't know if you have to apologize for something, or someone is apologizing to you. You might be receiving an apology. Big success. I feel like these are two different. This is interesting. Okay, what else, please? Healthy boundaries. So I'm getting a feeling that for there's a part of the collective that I'm tapping into, family concerns. Yeah. So I'm getting a feeling that a lot of this has to do with possibly transforming our relationship, whether you're apologizing to someone and they're apologizing to you. But there's a sitting down, kind of the family concerns, the healthy boundaries, setting healthy boundaries, talking about what we need in a relationship, what makes a relationship work. And it ends up being a big success. It ends up being the phoenix that rises from the ashes, that could be a relationship that died, that is now coming back to life because, you've both kind of shed your proverbial skin and stopped wearing the mask and just kind of, been raw and naked and vulnerable with each other. Karmic partner. Some of you might be dealing with a karmic partner, it doesn't mean that they're not a soulmate. Karmic partners are here to teach us, absolutely. New love was just on the split, and it was at the bottom of the deck before. We'll see. Closure. Oh, whoa. No, I'm not taking all of these. Closure. So either way, you're going to get closure on a situation. Yeah, I think that's okay. Separation. Bottom of the deck, counsel and therapy. So I'm definitely dealing with someone who's going through something in terms of their partner, their whether it be a marriage, a relationship. Counsel and therapy is at the bottom of the deck. So I'm going to kind of put these here. I think that closure kind of comes after the separation. But either way, I think that you're going to end up being in a place that is healthy for both of you when it's all said and done, whether that means you stay together or you don't. Let's see, what are we going to use for you? I kind of feel like not. I think I'd like to use stick. No, I'm getting no. You know what? I'm gonna use the Housewife's Tarot for you, Capricorn. So let's see. Either way, something is transforming. You know, it seems like this is going to be more about the relationship than it is about life. But, you know, our relationships are part of our lives, and, you know, healthy boundaries are needed in all parts of life. It can be work relationships. Again, take it for you how it resonates. Let's see what the tarot has to say. For Capricorn, please, Spirit, for Capricorn. Justice. Yeah, so I mean that's kind of like your closure card, but you know, it's justice, Libra energy, and it's certainly, you know, it's making things right, and healthy boundaries certainly make sense here. Two of Cups. So yeah, someone that was definitely had a relationship with felt like, you know, whether you realize this is your Two of Cups, this is your, you know, this is your soulmate, you know, even they might have been a karmic partner turned soulmate. You know, soulmates can teach us lessons too, but you're up in your head about it, and that's what's interesting. We're gonna have to clarify later. Let's see what else is coming out. Thank you. Four of Wands, Six of Cups, someone you've been with for a long time, possibly someone that you're married to. King of Cups, you know, it's a scorpionic energy there. So you might be dealing with a Scorpio. Ten of Cups, I mean, my God. You have the Two of Cups, you have the Four of Wands, you have the Six of Cups. This is, you know, Mars and Aries energy. This is the 11-11. This is the kind of the marriage card. The Two of Cups, the soulmate card. The Six of Cups, the absolute, you know, almost childhood sweetheart soulmate card. The King of Cups, who's kind of he's the most stoic king. He understands how to reserve his emotions, but he's also, you know, the King of Cups, the king of emotion, and incredibly loving. Again, masculine or feminine, it doesn't matter. And then the Ten of Cups is emotional fulfillment. So maybe, as I'm seeing this, it's that everyone has kind of, now we're getting the Queen of Swords in reverse and the Ten of Wands in reverse. Yeah, the Queen of, okay, so someone that has been, you know, sharp in the past and has maybe sharp-tongued, possibly a feminine energy, you know, an air sign energy. And then the Ten of Wands, which is, you know, these burdens, you know, feeling so heavy that you can't. So you have the Ten of Cups on one side and the Ten of Wands, but it's in reverse. So the Queen of Swords in reverse is, you know, someone that is holding their tongue, is not using their words anymore to hurt. She's not snipping off your head, or he's not snipping off your head. And the Ten of Wands is, you know, the end of a burdensome cycle there. You know, because you're already in the Ten of Cups energy. I feel like more wants to come out. Can we get it? Ooh, okay. Capricorn, usually so quiet. Knight of Wands. So someone might have been playing around a little while. This might have been a marriage. The Page of Pentacles. Pages are messengers. You know, earth energy. But you know, they're kind of the children of the Three of Pentacles. This could be third party in this situation. That's what I'm kind of getting, because, you know, Knight of Wands, again, Sagittarius and Scorpio energy, and you have that, you have Scorpionic energy elsewhere. No, maybe you didn't. Oh, the King of Cups here. Yeah, so you might have been dealing with a Scorpio. It might have been, it might have been something where you separated and you kind of went off, or your partner went off and explored other options and realized that, when justice comes down and the scales are balanced out, and the Magician, Gemini, and Virgo energy, manifesting what you want, you might realize that you want, success with your partner. At the bottom of the deck we have the World, which is kind of the end of a cycle. It's the last card of the major arcana. The Fool is the first, the Magician, or 0, the Magician is the first, and then we have the World. So from the Magician to the World, it's kind of like, are you manifesting this closure, or are you working on your current relationship, or have you kind of decided that the success is separating? I don't know. Take it for how it resonates for you. Let's clarify a little bit, because this is interesting and a bit confusing. Let's see. Okay. I'm clarifying with cards that are bigger, but I will. Okay, why do we have Justice here, please? Why is Justice here? Or actually, let's start with Apollo. Why is Apollo? Okay. Knight of Pentacles. So Knight of Pentacles is it's a solid offer. So if that's an apology, it's a solid offer of an apology. It's the slowest moving knight, but it is something tangible. Two of Swords, but you're in your head about it. It's Moon and Libra energy. It's interesting because it's next to Justice, which is Libra energy. So it's like, this is kind of like, not being able to make a decision. Things are balanced, but they're you're blindfolded, and you're not quite able to see through the blindfold to remove the swords. And the moon, there are shadows with the moon, and despite Libra being about balance, this is balanced, but it's a just. Can I get one more on that, please? 9 of Swords. Again, we have 9 of Swords over here, so always pay attention to the synchronicities. Yeah, you're up in your head. I mean, the 9 of Swords with the 2 of Swords, that's 11 swords. So it's like the 10 of Swords, right? It's like the 10 of Swords with the Ace of Swords. So it's almost like you've come to a conclusion at this point. Let's see what that is. Is there an answer to what that conclusion is, Spirit? Assuming that the Ace of Swords would be there. 10 of Cups. Realizing that you have the 10 of Cups, and notice it's right next to the 10 of Cups here. So noticing that you have the 10 of Cups already, and maybe your apology might not be as grand a gesture as... I'm not going to take this because I didn't ask anything. As grand a gesture, but knowing in your heart that you don't want to go through this mental anguish anymore. Can we get a card on the 10 of Cups for both here? The Hierophant. Yeah, this is a marriage. This is deciding to stay with your partner, whether it be a committed relationship, a long-term relationship, but this is someone that you have made a commitment to. despite what might have gone on the side. Why is the world here, please, Spirit? Why is the world here? Six of Wands, victory, and death. Yeah, okay, I feel like, so, and you notice this death card, it's like that, you know, it's like that snake energy. She's wrapped up in that snake. It's like that transformative and kind of a cocoon, like a butterfly. So, you know, the snake emerges with new skin. The phoenix rises from the ashes as like a butterfly emerges from the cocoon with new wings. You know, it's going through this kind of death process, this ending process, in order to get the victory. Can you another card on the Six of Wands, please, Spirit? Another card on the Six of Wands. The Seven of Pentacles in reverse. I'm getting strong that this was a realization that you weren't putting the work into, you know, you weren't putting the work that you needed to put in, or someone wasn't. Take it for as it resonates. You know, the Six of Wands can also be, you know, it's a card of celebration, but can also be kind of like a, you know, in this deck it's kind of like a bacchanale, right? So it could be transforming after this kind of going through this period of celebration and this kind of bacchanale and this, you know, kind of heathen, what, you know, whatever, having the ending, realizing that there needed to be a transformation, realizing that someone wasn't putting in the work. Let's get another card on that, please. Yeah. The Emperor, and I always think of you as the Emperor, Capricorn. You know, it's Aries energy, but to me it's also very much Capricorn energy, because to me you are the patriarch of the zodiac. So, I mean, I think it's realizing, and also what came out with it is that Ace of Swords, like I was saying, how, you know, 9 plus 2 would be 11, which would be 10 plus the Ace of Swords, and realizing that you have to walk through the storms to understand the truth, right? And to be the Emperor that you are, and that the work has to be put in. Yeah, Judgment at the bottom of the deck. So, you know, again, we see those wings like the phoenix, right? And rising from the dead, you know, rising from that transformation with the wings after the cocoon, realizing that, you know, the work, you know, you have the same green, you have the same sky, realizing that work needs to be flipped upside down. The work needs to be put in, and walking away from the storm to become that Emperor, which is really, really beautiful. And yeah, at the bottom of the deck, 8 of Cups. So again, turning that 8 of Cups. Yeah, walking away from the things that don't serve you. Walking away, like realizing, you know what? You notice her arm is kind of turning into a skeleton's arm. It's walking away from the transformation, from things that didn't serve you in the past, back to the 2 of Cups. Remembering that 2 of Cups that we have up here. Wow. It's really beautiful. Let's see. Let's see this twin flame. I want to see if there's anything that pops out in the twin flame. This is tarot, but it's a little bit different. Whether or not you believe in twin flames, I'm not sure I do, but to each their own. Like I said, I'm not sure. Maybe they exist, maybe they don't. I do believe we have many soulmates in life, and it does seem like the Capricorn that I'm talking to might have gone through some struggles recently, but that, you know, the collective, the few of you that can resonate with this. And again, if you're, you know, you're not a Capricorn Sun, if you're a Capricorn Venus, Mars, or Moon, this might be a reading for you. You might resonate with it more. Can I get any final messages from Spirit, please? about this reading? Thank you. The Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, beautiful. Wheel of Fortune, Jupiter energy, you know, destined opportunities. So it's your, you know, it's your destiny. This person is whoever. Oh, sorry. Oh, there we go. Decisive action. Knight of Swords. Decisive action. Making that choice. Not being stuck up in your head anymore. Making that choice. Understanding. One more. Thank you. Four of Swords, healing and recovery. Yeah, and then taking the time you need to heal and recover. I'll put these over here so you can see, you know. And then I'm going to finish it off with the Symbolon card, which is kind of like a part of our personality that is the blind spot maybe that we don't see. Something for us to think about. I find this deck to be really interesting. And hopefully it's useful in this reading. And hopefully whatever choices you make going forward in this relationship, whether you stay, whether you go, although it seems like you've decided that this is something you want to fight for, you will have big success and there will be closure, and it will work out in your favor. And you'll be okay with the decision, you know. But it seems as if you're ready to recommit, I should say. So let's see. Just give me 1 second, because these cards are always hard to find. I just need the book a little bit bigger. Okay. So it's a card of the Pied Piper. It's Gemini, Scorpio energy, Mercury, Pluto. So again, we definitely saw a lot of air energy, and we saw a lot of Scorpionic energy. And you know, that Plutonic energy is definitely that transformative energy that we were seeing. So let's see, put that there. There are people who possess a mysterious power. One likes to follow them. They might be football players, rock stars, actors, gurus, cult leaders, and other propagandists. They cast their line, which is generally called charisma, and is measured on the Valentino scale, in order that you might fall for them, lock, stock, and barrel. Some blow a pipe or sing songs for the same reason. This card intends to tell you you've fallen for someone's line. He or she is a pretender. He or she shows you the secret of their success in order to make you believe that you can do the same. But it's just like the used cars he or she also deals with. They break down as soon as you've left the premises. Can you protect yourself? No. You need to buy some of these cars before you stop of your own accord. So it's kind of what we were saying about maybe taking a break and maybe having some dalliances on the side in the separation period, and realizing that, you know what, you have your Two of Cups, you have your Ten of Pentacles. I think a lot of things can look shiny on the surface, and then underneath, as we talked about here, you know, taking off that, you know, kind of comes full circle, taking off that shedding of the skin and taking off all of the excess, and just being, you know, naked with yourself, with your partner, and being vulnerable, taking that time to heal and recover, and realizing, putting the work in, realizing what you had, and not falling for the you know, the shiny objects that look good but don't last. It's actually kind of a perfect ending card. So I wish you the best of luck, Capricorn. Hopefully everything goes smoothly, and sending you lots of love and light and well wishes for the holiday season. Namaste.